Hey traders, hope you all doing well and I hope you all having an awesome weekend. Not a bad week in the priority group. We took 3 trades and out of 3, 2 were the winning trades and the 2 winning trades were both the pullback entries. That is what my motive is. That is why I want you guys to learn. That is why you are in the priority group, so that you can look for these type of pullback entries and then you can take this entry, a valid entries on the other maybe currency pairs or any commodities you would like to do. And we took one more trade, one more forex trade using the exact same rules, exact same patterns, the way you learn in the priority group. Now we also had one losing trade, which is a double top pattern. That is fine, but if your strategies are the tested strategy, then there is no need to worry about. You know that your strategy has performed well within the large sample size. So I've tested my strategies on almost every single pair, and here on net gas as well. And like I said, net gas performs really well with my tested strategies. That is why I come here on my YouTube channel, not just to say to buy here or to sell here. I want you guys to learn and see the pattern, see the price action, the way I look at the market, so that you can learn and the chances of making mistakes will reduce, and so that you guys won't just do guessing in the market. And it feels really good when I get a message or a comment from a trader when they tell me that they have seen a double top pattern or they have seen a double bottom pattern or a pin bar. That shows that you guys are learning out of my analysis, and that shows that you are getting value, and that makes me happy, because I promise that is why I upload a video every single day, and by looking at it every single day, it just sketch in your mind. You know what is double top, you know what is double bottoms. At least you have a certain idea how to take entries or a valid entries. That will reduce the chances of making more mistakes maybe you were doing before in the past, just by guessing in the market, by seeing the market is pushing up really high and just with the fear of missing out you buy, or if you see the market is falling like crazy you sell with the fear of missing out, and then the market goes against your direction. But instead you see the pattern, is giving you a signal, only then you enter the trade. That is why I always says follow these 4 rules. Observe the market. Observation is your first rule. Then look for the conditions. Once your conditions are met, then we take an entries. Once we take an entry, we set our target. So once all these 4 are met, only then there will be a chance that we can become a profitable trader, because with observation we look conditions, we take an entries, and once we enter the trade, it is really important we set our target, because just by taking a valid entry doesn't make you a profitable trader. With that, you need to set your targets as well. Without targets, what is the point of entering the trade if you don't set your stop loss, if you don't set your take profit? Let's say your market hit your take profit and you're just waiting and hoping that market will push even further high, but instead it falls. That is why I teach you how to use ATR. That keeps you with the volatility of the market. Sometimes the price hit my take profit and then quickly falls. That is why I always suggest you guys to take your profit, or if you want to take a better reward to risk ratio, then move your stop loss to break even. Then if the market push back down, maybe put you out on a break even, or if the market continue in case of a buy trade, then you can have a better reward. So make sure guys follow this. That can help you to become a profitable trader, and that is also our trading psychology. Now if you remember, we only took few net gas trades. Now in the priority group, I've sent this trade after a while. I remember before that on 4-hour time frame we only had this entry right here, and then we had an entry here on 1-hour time frame right here. That was on 24th of October. Then we had an entry here on 28th of October. Then we had an entry here on 3rd of November, which was this Friday. I've sent this entry to my priority members. So I only enter the trade when I look for the condition. So these were the only buying opportunities I could see in the market. Before that, we had a nice double top pattern here. And if you follow me, you know this is a double top. It looks just 4 candles here on 4-hour time frame, but if I take you back on 1-hour time frame, that makes it a valid double top right here. That's why I circled it, so that you can able to see. As you can see, and the results was really nice. Market pushed down dramatically. So everything I showed you here is entering with the conditions. Without condition, we are not trading, we are just gambling. And right here, this is not one of my valid double top pattern. I look certain things, certain rules that has not met, even though the market fall from here. That is why I'm not taking this as an entry. But we had a pullback entry right here. That is what you learn, and that is what I always stress you guys to enter your trades using the conditions, entries, stops and targets. If you are someone who are a day trader who is not a swing trader like me, for me, if you see this type of entry pattern and condition with all the rules met and with everything you learn in the priority group, if you have this entry condition on lower time frame, let's say you have an entry condition on 1 hour, 15 minutes time frame, 30 minutes time frame, then you can also take your entries with a similar pattern, but then you need to test them as well if that strategy is performing well on that certain time frame or not. If you have condition on a lower time frame, yeah, enter the trade. For me, I've personally tested 1 hour and 4 hour, mostly 1 hour for double tops and on commodity here on net gas. I'm not here just to tell you buy and sell and just go away. I want you guys to learn as well. I can make money by sending you 5 to 10 signals and make money off from the broker by sending you lots of signals, but I don't do that. I purely want you guys to learn with the conditions. Doesn't matter if you take 1 trade in a week or 3 trades in a week or maybe 5 trades in a week. We had times in the priority group couple of weeks ago where we had 5 trades and all 5 were the winning trades, and we had a time like last week, before this week, we only had 1 trade in the priority group. That is it, because we do not have to be in the trade every single time just for the thrill or just want to donate money to the market by losing money every time. So with that being said, let's quickly start our analysis with nat gas, gold, silver and crude oil, starting with our favorite commodity, net gas. So what do we have here? As you can see, the net gas has broken above the previous high, and with that we had a nice big momentum candle. Now I have a reason to plot my Fibonacci tool at this point that met all my rules to plot this Fibonacci tool. Now the way I take my Fibonacci trades, I mark the buffer zone. If you follow me, you know what the buffer zone is. I mark my buffer zone something from 50% retracement to 25% right here. As you can see, this is the buffer zone. Aggressive way to enter is right at the hit of 50% retracement with a limit order, and the less aggressive entry would be let the market retraces in between this buffer zone, wait for a condition like an engulfing candle. Once you have that engulfing candle, only then we will take our entry, which will be your less aggressive way to enter. Like I said, aggressive way will be only 50% retracement to take your long trades. Now, as the fact we are above all the EMAs, we can still get, let's say we do not get any entry reason here in the buffer zone, market can still push down and we can still get a pullback entry and engulfing candle right here to take our long trades, looking at the fact we are above all the EMAs. So that will be also valid. So at this point, I'm not selling net gas until the market falls dramatically below all the EMAs. Only then I will look for sell trade, but which is less likely at this point. I will be looking for my buying opportunity with the conditions I have just mentioned. With the aggressive way, 50% retracement. With the less aggressive way, wait for an engulfing candle right here. It can still come back down, hit this rejection area and create an engulfing candle. Once you have that bullish engulfer, you can enter your long trades. Once you have an entry condition right here, you can take 1 ATR for your target. ATR of this candle is 17. So look for the current ATR of the current candle, whatever the ATR is. You can take 1 ATR and then manage your trades till 1.618 retracement. That will give you a better risk to reward ratio if you want to manage your trade, or you can take 1 ATR target. That's totally up to you. So not entering sell at this point. As you can see here on currency.com, similar condition. I can mark my buffer zone something like this. Again, if you want to mark your buffer zone, that will be something like this, and the less aggressive way to enter will be an engulfing candle right here, or the aggressive way is with the limit order at the 50% retracement. Like I said, we can still get a push down. If we have a push down at above 50 and 20 EMA, we can still get a nice bullish engulfer to take long trades. So at this point, I'm just looking to enter longs and not taking short trades. Once you have your entry, you can take 1 ATR or manage your trades till 1.618 retracement. So that is it for net gas, guys. Look for the condition before you enter your trades. Let's check gold. Now, if you remember, a couple of days ago, I have uploaded a video where I teach you how to trade gold and silver using the ratio. Now we have a very interesting situation here. I'm going to show you. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can watch it and learn how we can trade gold and silver using the ratio. And we have a good condition here, an example right here. So going at the ratio right here, we are at the gold and silver ratio chart. Now looking at the fact market is oversold here in the RSI, we might see a bullish engulfer here. If you have a bullish engulfer or a double bottom pattern, then we have a likely chance that the ratio will push up. And if you remember, if ratio pushes up, the gold and silver, actual gold and silver push down. So it goes opposite to each other, and at this point ratio is in the support area, and if you see, the gold is at the resistance, so both are opposite, right? Ratio is at the support, gold and silver is at the resistance. Now at this point for gold, I just won't enter straight away here to take my sell trade. We are at the major resistance. At this point we might get one more green candle, and then we can get a bearish engulfer, or we can get a double top pattern or a pin bar. Whatever the entry condition, the bearish entry condition we will get, we will enter our sell trade looking at the fact price is about to go oversold, overbought, and looking at the ratio is at the support. Everything, combining everything, we might get a sell signal here. Once we have a sell signal, we can take short trade using the ATR. ATR is 10 at this point. Once we have a signal, we can go 1 ATR for our targets. So that is what I'm looking at for gold. Look for sell conditions. Let's check silver. Silver is now at the major level of resistance I've been mentioning from last couple of videos. As you can see, we have this green candle. Now we have a likely chance we can get a bearish engulfer here, or we can get a double top here. So whatever condition, whatever bearish condition or a pin bar here, the way I enter pin bars is few pips below the entry candle. Once we have that, we are good to go short at this point, because looking at the fact the ratio is at the support and we are opposite here. If we have a sell signal, that will be a very strong signal, and looking at the fact the price is also overbought at this point. So look for the sell conditions to take your entries. Let's check crude oil. Crude oil is now currently in the resistance area, which is 92.72, goes down to 91.70. At this point, I've just redone the zone as well if you want to get these zones ready on your charts. Right here, at this point, we have one candle that is closed above the zone. Now, if we get a next bearish candle here, then we have a sell signal. At this point, I'm expecting some pullback as well out of crude oil. Once we have that, I will look for few red candles pull back before we get a green candle to take long trades. So at this point, I'm not entering buy trades until I see a few red candles. We might get a hit of 20 EMA before we get a nice bullish engulfer. So wait for good condition to enter crude oil. We might get a nice pullback here before we get a good reason to enter crude oil. So that is it for commodities, guys. I hope you're getting value out of my analysis, and I hope you're getting value out of my videos and you're learning something out of it. And if you are, do not forget to hit a like button. For me, it helps me in the YouTube algorithm. And make sure hit a subscribe button if you're new, and join Money Markets family so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently and for daily commodities updates. I hope you all have an awesome weekend ahead. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.